Sometimes in life, it is important for us to pull back and spend some time alone to really ground ourselves and focus on where we want to go, what we want to do, and just get a clearer vision for our lives. Welcome back to the Zawadi Within. We're starting a new series called The Gems from Isolation. I'm a little under the weather, so if I start coughing or I feel like it sounds like my throat's a little bit hoarse, it is. So please bear with me, but I'm really happy to be back here with you guys. And if you're new, please like and subscribe for more content. So let's get into the video. So one of the best ways to maximize your isolation period is to spend some time asking yourself why. Like getting very clear about who you want to be and why. And the why is very important because sometimes we may want to be a certain person, but we haven't really gotten clear about the intention behind it. By asking ourselves why, we can find out whether or not the desires that we have are really our own, or if they're desires that we've picked up from people around us, people who are close to us. At times, it's easy to feel like we want something, but we may think we want it because that's what people in society or our close family have deemed to be important or valuable. That's why I feel like it's really important to take some time to get to know ourselves and to figure out what's important to us, what's valuable to us, and why. Because once we know why, then the how is a lot easier. It's easier to stay motivated when you're truly committed to the why. Lately, I've had to ask myself if certain things that I was doing were things that were truly authentic to me, or were there things that were expected of me. Some of them were truly authentic to who I am, but other things I realized I've been doing them for years out of obligation, and I honestly don't truly believe in them. I don't truly align with them. And I had to ask myself, okay, if I don't believe in this, if I don't align with this specific thing, what is the point of me continuing to do this? Is it just to make other people happy, or is it truly improving my life? And once I got a journal and wrote out like the pros and the cons and what was going on, I realized that certain things had to be let go of because they no longer served my life, and honestly hadn't been serving my life for a while, but I continued to do them out of obligation. By cutting out things that no longer served me, I was able to truly discover other things that truly aligned with my interests, that truly aligned with my purpose, aligned with who I wanted to be. And I was able to focus more on that because the energy that I was spending doing certain things out of obligation, I was able to kind of like redirect that energy into things that I truly care about. And it's honestly made my life so much better because I'm a lot more respectful of my needs and the needs of those who are important to me, and other people or other things that I was doing before out of obligation. I no longer do them because they really don't add value to my life, honestly. In some ways, it may seem difficult to let certain people down, but at the end of the day, we have to decide, are we going to live our lives for other people? Or are we going to truly live our lives for us and for God? Are we truly going to be who we were meant to be, or are we going to continue to cause ourselves to stay small to fit the mold of us that is more palatable for someone else? I've come to the point in my life, honestly, where I'm no longer, I would say I'm no longer bothered at all. I have moments where the people pleaser in me wants to rise up, but I no longer succumb to that identity of putting other people's priorities before my own. If somebody's close to me, somebody I care about somebody, then they are a priority for me. But people who have consistently not been adding value to my life or my family's life, I place them in the category that they belong in. That doesn't mean I don't care about them, I don't love them, but I'm not going to bend over backwards to make them happy if it doesn't in some way, shape, or form also benefit me and my family. One thing though I can say is I'm really grateful that I have such a supportive family. Like at the end of the day, we shouldn't do things just because we have people to support us. We have to be true to who we are as individuals. But I am grateful that I do have a loving and supportive family that helps me be even more confident in standing up for myself. And even if they may not agree with my decisions, they are supportive of them out of the love and respect that they have for me. And one thing I would like to point out is the more we love and respect ourselves, the more the people around us reflect that back to us. I've said before that everyone in our reality is a mirror towards us. When we value ourselves, those who are incapable of valuing us, most of the time would just kind of move themselves out of your life. You don't really have to push them out. I mean, sometimes you may have to cut people off and set stricter boundaries, but most of the time, how you feel about yourself is reflected in how you carry yourself. So if you realize that somebody does not value you, instead of asking them to value you, you value yourself enough to remove yourself from a situation, or you value yourself enough to no longer tolerate their nonsense. You don't even have to say something. It's like they can feel they can feel your energy from the inside. Like they can feel, I guess they can feel how you feel about yourself. They could tell if you value yourself. They could tell if you are not okay with their behavior, and they could tell if you're no longer going to entertain it. So being really true to yourself, loving and respecting yourself, that's something that the more you cultivate, because it is a skill. Some people, it's easier to develop that because you have a safe and loving family, and I'm grateful that I grew up with one. But over time, the more we cultivate this, the more it radiates from us. So people pick up on that really quickly, and they know how to treat you. Like, no one really has to be told how to treat someone. If they know someone values themselves, they either know they have to behave or treat you in a way that reflects your value, or if they feel like they're unable to do that, they'll just move out of your life. And I'm very grateful for that, honestly, because I do truly believe that that is a way of God protecting us from those who don't want what's best for us. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to have a part 2 very soon. I will see you next Monday. Be blessed and stay tuned for more content. Have a good one. Bye.